atmosphere tonight in this stadium. This is absolutely electric. Noah Lyles promised us gold. Katarina Johnson-Thompson is the champion of the world. Uda Sege undefeated in 2023. Oh my goodness me! Katzberg tastes gold for Canada. He is a one-off champion. Take a bow for Bree Shango. That was sensational. 1, 2, 3. Incredible performance from Sha'Carri Richardson.
Well, hello and welcome. It is day 4 of the World Championships, and this is the dedicated feed of the men's high jump. I'm Tamsin Manu, and stay with us for the next hour and a half or so, because this contest of the 13 men that have qualified for this final is definitely mouth-watering. So many wonderful sights here in Budapest, but the hottest ticket in town is definitely this men's high jump final. It's a fantastic lineup full of world and Olympic medalists. All the big names made it through qualifier. Top 5 from last year's World Championships are here. And probably the biggest name in this field, we can see him on the screen, Mutaz Barshim, the man who continues to defy gravity. It's very, very warm out there, 35 degrees. Protsenko of Ukraine clearing 2:28 there in qualifying, sitting on 2 misses at 2:25. Made it a little bit nerve-wracking for himself. Woo Sang-yuk of Korea looking to improve on his silver from Oregon, and that 2:20 was a great attempt. He had 1 mishap at 2:25, and then he was fine, as you can see there. Great attempt. Smiling jumper, pretty happy with that one. And here he is, Javon Harrison, the youngster from the USA. Super impressive qualifying. In qualifying, focusing on one event here. He's got no long jump, so he had a clean sheet in his high jump qualifying. That was his clearance at 2:28. Looks really comfortable, and he is going to be a threat to that podium. This is Gianmarco Tamberi, the man who shared that Olympic gold medal with Barshim. Clearing 2:25 there. He looks very relieved because he had a miss before that. He was having a few run-up issues, and so it wasn't quite as easy getting through qualifying for Tamberi. He was on 2 misses, and then this clearance at 2:28 to make sure that he stayed alive. Can see how much it means to him, that emotion on his face. He really desperately wants this World Championship medal that has eluded him for so many attempts. That meant a lot to him, that clearance. It's almost like, why couldn't he have done that on the first one and made his Italian team have a bit easier day in qualifying? But no such problems for Mutaz Barshim from Qatar, the 32-year-old who has every medal, gold medal, global title in his trophy cabinet. Looking absolutely supreme out there in qualifying. So what is his goal for these championships when he has done it all before? The only thing that he's really after and he would really love is that world record. As we see here is the lineup. Barshim is going to be the second jumper, but he probably won't take those early qualifying heights because he knows his ability. Brandon Stark from Australia has been in a global final before. Pocher of Germany is definitely one to watch. Gianmarco Tamberi will want to get his run-up sorted. He had those problems in the qualifying, so he might come in a little bit earlier than he would have otherwise. We have another sheet. There were actually 13 athletes that qualified for this final. Woo Sang-yuk, silver medalist from the World Championships. Last year, looking supreme. He's probably one of the athletes that could challenge Barshim if he has an off day. He falters at all, but honestly, during the season, he hasn't competed a whole heap because he has to protect his back. But he did compete at the Diamond League in Silesia. And Tamberi and Pocher cleared 2:34 at their second attempt, so Barshim decided to miss that third attempt and skipped and moved it up to 2:36 and sailed over to set that world lead and meet record. So I think he's coming in to this competition on the up, which is exactly what you want to do when you're heading into a World Championships. Yoo-hoo, the mascot, is even out there. He knows where the excitement is on tonight's athletics program. The native Hungarian Raka sheep, Yoo-hoo. Said like a cheer, a little bit more yoo-hoo. Oh. Javon looking super relaxed. As he should. He's working part-time these championships, not doing the long jump. There's Tamberi. It's almost a little bit like Harvey Dent from the DC comics. Two-Face with the half shave that we've seen him sport in so many global finals. Oh, Yoo-hoo's playing the guitar now. Javon, the 24-year-old USA athlete. I think it's a good move, him just focusing on the high jump. He did look absolutely fantastic in qualifying. Dwight Stone's two-time Olympic medalist, he said three things similar: the word jump, the pattern in the last four steps, and the fact that you're in the air for a second. That's it, nothing else. So being able to focus just on the high jump means that he doesn't have a second chance after this one, so he has to put all his eggs in this basket. Athletes getting ready to be announced to the crowd. You can see that 800-meter heat in the background. They'll wait to the end of that and then they'll get announced. Cuba's been having such a fantastic championship so far. You can see Luis Enrique Zayas. There's Brandon Stark. His wife and one-year-old son Ollie are in the crowd. They've come all the way from Australia to cheer him on. Barshim in his warm-up looked really relaxed. He knows that he's got his run-up right. Smiling away. It's a bit more focused now.
Hard surge for Patterson.
There's defending champion Eleanor Patterson of Australia. In the women's high jump, she'll go later in the week. She's there for two reasons: to watch her training partner, Brandon Stark from Australia, and her boyfriend is actually in this final, the Italian Marco Fazzanotti. But Eleanor's got nerves of steel. I'm sure she'll be calm. Watching on, desperate to get back out there and see if she can defend that fabulous title that she took in Oregon last year. See, it's really hot. We saw the temperature of 35 degrees. I don't blame that little tacker for going shirtless. So warm. You see the fans have been handed out to the crowd. It's beautiful. National Athletic Centre built on the eastern bank of the Danube here in Budapest. And here is the lineup for this Men's World Championship high jump final. That's what's on offer, those three medals. Fourth in the European Championships last year, silver in the under-23 Europeans this year, PB in qualifying of 2:28, Ukrainian Oleh Doroshchuk. And here's Eleanor's boyfriend, who she's come to watch. Finalist of the World Indoors in 2014, final of the European Championships last year, into his first World Championship final at the ripe old age of 34. Italian Marco Fazzanotti. 5th place finish at the World Champs in 2022, an Olympic finalist, qualified with the season's best. From the USA, Shelby McEwen. 5th in the European Indoor Champs in 2023, the national champion indoor and out this year from Poland, Norbert Kabelski. 5th Asian Championships this year, gold Asian Indoor Championships. Full of confidence after qualifying with his clean sheet to get here, Ryoichi Akamatsu from Japan. Into another global final after that elusive outdoor global medal that just hasn't quite got yet. He's been close, the Australian record holder from Australia, Brandon Stark. And the Cubans are having a great championship here. 2-time finalists at World Championship level, 6th last year. 2nd at the Central American and Caribbean Games this year. From Cuba, Luis Enrique Zayas. And here's the German, silver in his hometown last year at the Europeans with a big personal best of 2:34 this year, when 3rd in Silesia Diamond League. The German Tobias Poche. The eldest in the field at the ripe old age of 35. Huge PB of 2:40 from 2014, but he still has more to give. Bronze medalist from 2022, last year's World Championships. The Ukrainian Andrei Prosenko. Silver at the World Championships in Oregon last year with a 2:35. World Indoor Champion, the smiling jumper from Korea, Woo Sang-yuk. The multi-talented American is an Olympic finalist in both the long jump and the high jump. 3-time Diamond League winner this year. The US high jump champion, 24-year-old Javon Harrison. Had us on the edge of seats in qualifying. He is one half of the reigning Olympic champion duo, desperate to add the one medal missing from his collection to his trophy cabinet. The very popular Italian, Gianmarco Tamberi. And the man who defies gravity on so many occasions. He has every crown in this sport has to offer. What now? Perhaps a world record. He's the Olympic gold medalist, 3 times World Championship gold. Here for more, the Qatarian Mutaz Essa Bashim. And he's pumped for it. Similar scenes to what we saw in Tokyo after they shared that gold medal. A hug between great mates, bound together for life after sharing the gold medal in Tokyo 2021. The Italian Tamberi, who is now on the drums. Of course he is.
And it's time for heat 6 of 7.
Well,
Men's 800-meter
if he was nervous about getting this elusive medal to add to his collection, he's certainly not showing it. Bowing to the crowd already before he's even taken a jump. Brandon Stark in the background having a chuckle. They're really good friends as well. It's an event where the athletes obviously are wanting to get the most out of themselves and get onto the podium, but they have mutual respect for each other. That was Tamberi's new coaching team. He changed from his father, Marco, before the World Championships last year. Giulio Ciotti. First jumper in this final, Japanese athlete, Ryoichi Akamatsu. See there, he's jumped his personal best this year of 2:30. He's a gold medalist from the Asian Indoor Championships. Hit that magical mark of 2:30 he's going up against athletes with better personal bests, but he looked super confident in qualifying. And he'll be happy to get that opening round jump out of the way of 2:20 they've started with in this final. Graduated from the Graduate School of Education, Gifu Uni, in 2020. Mumtaz Bashim, as we suspected, has passed his opening round attempt. So we go to the USA athlete Shelby McEwen, or as his Insta handle is, Shelby the Great. Nice clearance for Shelby. It was basketball, was his first love. He grew up playing. His last year's US champ. He won the silver this year. And he was another athlete that took us on a journey in the qualifying. He missed twice at 2:22, missed twice at 2:28. Fellow USA athletes were watching on. Marco Fazzanotti, 34-year-old Italian. Oh, just didn't have the height. Leaned into the bar more than getting that pop from the takeoff. See, just got his angles all wrong. He was born in Turin, spends a lot of time training in Australia. He's coached by Alex Stewart, who also coaches Brandon Stark, who's now on the runway next from Australia. And Brandon takes off a lot further from the high jump mat than the other athletes. He has great speed on the runway, keeping it nice, cool, calm and collected. Nice opening round attempt there. Mentioned earlier, his partner, wife Laura, is in the crowd. She's come all the way from Australia with their beautiful boy Ollie. Poche of Germany. Silver in the Europeans in his hometown. National champion this year for the 3rd year in a row. Nice opening height clearance of 2:20. He's going to go over and speak to his coach, Sebastian Neufeld. He spoke about how hard it was in qualifying to actually hear your coach's instructions, because there is a gap between where the athletes stand and lean over to where the coaches are. So there's no secrets between the coaches yelling out to their athletes. Doroshchuk of Ukraine, a youngster, 22 years of age, 4th at the European Championships last year. Just didn't have the urgency in that opening round attempt. He did his personal best in qualifying, 2:28 to make the final. He was the bronze medalist from the Ukraine Championships. Needs to go back and speak to the coach. A little bit more urgency in that, in the run-up. Next attempt. Was knocked out of qualifying in the 2022 World Champs, so he's gone one step further these championships. So Javon Harrison was next in the run-up, and he's not taking the opening height of 2:20. So it's the Polish athlete Norbert Kowalski. 26 years of age. He no-marked in the 2022 World Championships qualifier. Said he's been from hell to heaven to make this final. And great height in that opening round attempt. He knows that was a good jump, looks to the crowd. It's the finger to his lips, knows it's early in the competition, don't get too excited just yet. Lots more to play out here, but that was a great opening round attempt. Kobelski. Tamberi not taking his opening round attempt. Is Wu of Korea. Beautiful attempt. Known as the smiling jumper. Woo! Fourth at those Tokyo Olympics when he jumped 235, which was a then national record, 4-centimetre PB. Silver at the World Champs with 235 as well. It's a 236 indoor personal best. Ukrainian Protsenko. Not happy with that first attempt. A little bit, well, he was a little bit ginger getting off that high jump mat. He looked to have a little problem in the last few steps for takeoff. At the age of 35, Protsenko. Hopefully he's okay. Final jumper, jumper number 13 on the running order. Oof. Zayas of Cuba, 26-year-old, having all sorts of problems there on that first attempt. Athletes who missed that opening round height, going for their second attempts. Asanotti puts his time between Australia and Europe. The Australian coach, Alex Stewart, same coach as his partner, Eleanor Patterson. And that's better. See there, Eleanor. She knows she's on the big screen. Sigh of relief for Eleanor, sigh of relief from Fazanotti. Well, once you become the world champion, Eleanor, they're looking for you in the crowd to see how you react. Fazanotti turned 34 in April. He said turning 34, feeling 24. That second jump certainly looks more like the Fazanotti of old. He has a massive personal best of 235 indoors. If he can get back to that sort of form, he will definitely be in with a chance of a medal. Here's the 22-year-old Ukrainian Joroshchuk. Just getting that run up, it's not quite right. It's almost that penultimate step. He's losing a little bit of that urgency to get that drive. Leans in, just hasn't got those angles right. And he knows it, how frustrating. Shaking his head because he knows that he isn't quite nailing what he would have trained over and over again. There's the Cuban, Zayas, who had all sorts of problems on that first attempt. Oh, that's a much better attempt by Louis Zayas of Cuba. In 2018 with Sotomayor, he met the Pope, the world record holder, Sotomayor, with a small delegation from Cuba that included Louis and his coach. He'll be much happier, Zayas, with that attempt. He watched from his room last night, cheering on the triple jumpers, silver and bronze medalists, Lazaro Martinez, Christian Napolez. Maybe getting out some of that excitement in that first round attempt, but clears in the second. Lutsenko of Ukraine. Doroschuk, sorry, of Ukraine. Sigh of relief. Big sigh of relief, because he knows it's not his best attempt that he's ever taken. But even though he brushes it with the back of his legs, he lives to fight another day. Cleared 2:28 on his second attempt in qualifying, which was his personal best to make the final. So it's a big ask for him to push up the leaderboard, but he will want to get another personal best here in that final. Doroschuk. Well, the bar's going to get moved up to 225. 5-centimetre raise. This height might sort out a few of the jumpers. Everyone's still in the competition after that opening round height of 220. Fazzinotti of Italy has missed his first attempt, so he has a cross on his score sheet. Doroschuk, the young Ukrainian, has 2, and the Cuban Zayas 1. It's a great shot to get the appreciation of just how high these men are having to jump. You can see how far over the heads of the officials this bar is. Ryoichi Nakamatsu of Japan, first to take his attempt at 225. Following the footsteps of Tomohiro Shino, who was the first Japanese athlete to make it to the final of the high jump in the World Champs last year. Oh, and that's a lovely clearance. So far, just like in qualifying, he has a clean sheet. Big thumbs up to the coaching staff. Hayashi Ryohei, his coach, will be very happy. Bashim, favourite, is joining the competition. The 3-time Olympic medalist, 4-time World Championship medalist, 3 times gold medalist. He's going for his 4th consecutive gold. Oh no. That is very unlike what we see from Bashim usually in these early attempts. He looked fantastic in qualifying. You can see he's got great height. Well, he hasn't started the competition off like we thought he would. Born in Doha, his father's a police officer and long distance runner. 5 brothers and a sister. His younger brother, Michal, Qatarian football goalkeeper. Here's McEwen. 5th in the World Championships last year. He's very fast on the runway. What can he produce here? 225, first attempt. Whoa. He's got the speed. Just didn't quite get the height on takeoff. Leans in. You know, this is well within Shelby McEwen, 27-year-old. He was the US indoor champion this year. Fazzinotti, first attempt. Visualizing what he needs to do. Again, just a few problems on that takeoff. Not getting the height required. Powering that knee drive up to get himself good height before he leans. Go over and talk to Alex Stewart. Brandon Stark. Wow, this is the way Brandon Stark wanted to start this competition. Nakamatsu looks on with a smile. Brandon keeping it nice and cool, calm and collected. His roommate, Matty Denny, the discus thrower, was 4th in the competition in a national record last night. They do a podcast together called The Roommates Rant. It's very, very funny. If you get a chance, have a listen. German, Poche. Another athlete who takes off quite far out. Clearly has what it takes to get over 225. Wasn't a bad attempt. He knows he's got that. Talking to his coach about his run-up, perhaps moving it back a little bit. Sebastian Neufeld. Here's the youngster Droschuk. Took 3 attempts, sorry, to get over 220. Big occasion for the young 22-year-old. You can just see his run-up is very different to the other athletes who have a bit more experience. It's not quite as urgent. Does the big steps, focusing on that bar, focusing on every step of that run-up. Just loses a little bit of speed in those final few steps. Well, welcome to the competition, Javon Harrison. His mother, Georgia, ran track at Alabama A&M. She's in the Hall of Fame. He's got sport in his blood. Was the first to win both the long jump and high jump NCAA history. Here he goes, 225, first attempt. Okay, you can see there with his arms, just a little bit different arm action. And when you're doing both the long jump and the high jump, the arms also are used very differently in both those disciplines. Final footsteps were probably one of the biggest differences. In the high jump, you can see it's further in front of them in order to generate that purely vertical movement, so you leave the ground like a missile, whereas in the long jump, that final footstep has to be as close to underneath your body as possible to convert the velocity into both horizontal and vertical movement. The Polish athlete, Kabelski. This is his first attempt. He cleared his first attempt at 220, so this is his first miss of the competition. He was another athlete that had the Polish team on the edge of their seats in qualifying. He needed 3 attempts at 222, 225 and 228, so bit of mind games here. Tamberi into the competition as well, the Italian 31-year-old. Hopefully he's got his run-up sorted. Famous half shave, opposite shoes and socks, that ankle injury that he's brought in, that he's had is strapped. You can just see that. Ooh. Windier than it's been in the stadium tonight, so perhaps there's a few issues. Seeing a few misses here from the stars of the show. We know that Tamberi can jump a whole heap better than that. He knows it himself. Swats that jump away like it's rubbish. Back to the drawing board for Tamberi. He actually got married in September last year. And here's Wu. Wu of Korea. Smiling before he jumps. Oh, what a lovely attempt. It's only 2:25, but he's celebrating like it is 2:35. He knows of the big names, he is the first one to clear this height on the first attempt. That puts him in the driver's seat. Wu got his right foot stuck in a taxi at 8 years of age to make it smaller in size than the left one by 1.5 centimetres. He's 188 centimetres tall and he wants to jump 238, which is 50 centimetres over his height. So he has his Insta handle as Wu238. For those social media people who are trying to find where he is, it's hard to find him under his name. Protsenko, 35-year-old Ukrainian with a miss. He's a 2-time Olympic finalist, so he knows how to compete in big-time global championships. He was 4th in Rio, 8th in London. Yes, he has been around for that long, performing at this level. He won the bronze medal last year with 2:33, so he'll need to go back, have a word with his coach and fix it for his second attempt. Cuban Zayas. Better attempt. It's a little bit flat over that bar. Was the silver medalist from the Central American and Caribbean Games this year. He's been to Hungary before at the Hungarian Grand Prix in 2021. He had a photo with Shelley-Ann Fraser-Pryce, who medaled in the 100 metres yet again last night. Thanked her for that beautiful picture. He's a massive fan of the sport of track and field. So it's not lost on him that he's rubbing shoulders with the world's best track and field athletes. Here's Wu having a great time out there. I think you can see why he is nicknamed the Smiling Jumper. There's his coach, Coach Kim, who after he finished 4th with that national record in 2021, he actually said, as a great athlete, he deserves a better coach. But Wu was stuck by him and they've got a wonderful relationship, and why would you change when it's absolutely working brilliantly? Fabulous team. He's got the Asian Championship gold medal this year. This is not what we expected. Bashim having to go out for a second attempt at 2:25. When you talk about the conditions, he should be one of the athletes out there that's very much used to these sort of oppressive conditions. 35 degrees it was just under an hour ago. Of course, being born in Qatar, he's used to the hot conditions. He hasn't competed a lot because of that chronic back injury that he carries with him. He has that pronounced back arch, which gets him over those super high heights, but it's caused him some grief with dealing with that back injury. See the high five between him and Tamberi. Such wonderful, wonderful story. Their friendship that's blossomed from 2021, where they shared an Olympic gold. I think that really resonated around the globe. Just that you can be at the top of competitive sport, trying to win and beat your competitors. You can also be able to do something like that where Two athletes from totally different parts of the world came together and created a magical moment in the sport's history. Harrison looking super calm. He's looking super calm because he doesn't have to take a second attempt. He cleared 2:25 on his first. Now, very wonderful shots after 2021 because he wanted to go to Rio, was probably one of the favourites, and he had that awful injury. And his leg was in a cast, and he rode on the cast, rode to Tokyo, and he brought that cast to the Olympics in Tokyo, and after he won the gold, he had it out with him in his celebration. All right, let's see what Bashim can do here. Second round attempt. Yes, I did say that, second round attempt at 2:25. That's more like it. That is more like it. His coach, Coach Stanley, much happier with that. He's the second highest jumper of all time. On so many occasions, defies gravity. The camaraderie out there, isn't it wonderful, these shots that we're getting after they've competed. McEwen, the USA, originally a basketballer, transferred to track and field. Here he is on the high jump runway, the World Championship final, taking his second attempt at 2:25. Oh, that's better. You can almost see the phases that he takes as he jumps. Drives up, arches the back, flicks the legs up. Good attempt. Before Tokyo Olympics, him and Sam Kendricks, pole vaulter, rode in a parade in their hometown, honouring them in Oxford, Mississippi. Okay, Fazzanotti. Nervous attempts so far this evening. What can he produce here? Girlfriend Eleanor Patterson, the world champion, filming it. She might delete that one. I bet it is far more nerve-wracking watching on than it is competing, when you don't have any control over what your partner produces, but you're desperate for them to get the result they deserve and be happy. Poche. Second attempt at 2:25 for him. He was ecstatic when he won that European silver medal in his hometown last year. Let's see. You could tell from his first attempt he had that jump in him. That was a much better attempt. Sebastian, his coach, he looks part relieved, part trying not to show too much emotion, because you don't want to get your athletes stressed. You want to just be nice and calm. I always think the coaches of these events have nerves of steel. Lovely jump. He jumps from quite far out. Gets great height. McEwen laying down, refocusing. Knows the bar will be going up to 2:29 shortly. Doris Chuk. Better attempt. It was a better attempt. These heights are around that mark of what he's been jumping this year in many competitions. His silver medal in the European under-23s in July. He cleared 2:19. When he was 4th in the European Champs last year in 2022, he cleared 2:23 on a wet track though. So 2:25 is a big ask, but that was a better attempt. Leszki, the Polish athlete. And Kabelski's clear. Takes a bow to the crowd. A laugh, sigh of relief. Happy with that. Especially, he would have come in knowing that World Champs last year, he did no height in those qualifyings. So getting some early heights under his belt will help him relax, feel a bit better. See that ankle. There's that guard on it. From that horrific injury. Tamberi trying to get the crowd involved. His team there. Michelle Palani, his strength and conditioning coach. That's better. Little bit of a wobble of the bar. Shake of the head. He's such an entertainer out there. He shows us on his face. He's animated. We know exactly how he feels. After qualifying, he said, "I want her with all my heart. The only medal I missed and have been chasing for 8 years. 2015, 2017, 2019, 2022. With a cross beside it. Dream, fight, grit, don't delay, believe all the time." Wants this medal. Protsenko taking his second attempt. His PB from way back in 2014 at Lausanne, a huge 240. Puts him up with a small population of jumpers who've cleared 240. It's a better attempt, but he's now put himself under a lot of pressure. He has one more chance at this height to remain in the competition. Gianmarco helped him a lot over the last couple of years. He had to train in improvised facilities last year. Trained in Portugal, then Spain. He's a dad, he's got 2 young kids, Sofia and Paulino. His wife, Katerina. His coach, Gianardi, will be very, very nervous, and he's had the same coach, would you believe, for 23 years. It's his best friend, comrade and mentor. Right. Luis Zayas, Cuba. He set his outdoor personal best this year of 2:31 when he was first in Italy. He actually competed the day after the Florence Diamond League, where he was 3rd with 2:27. So two days in a row of competing, which is great training for championships where you do have to back up. There it is. I love how they put the medals on show for the athletes, just so that they can see what they're battling it out for. See the bar height at 225. See the athletes that are clear already at this height. Nine athletes having the luxury, laying down and chilling out. McEwen, Bashim, both cleared 225 on their second attempts, as did this man, Tamberi. Can Zayas also join them? Much better attempt, great height. That's it, big thumbs up to the coach. That was a great attempt. Beautiful technique over that bar. Wonderful height. Fabulous jump. That jump will give him great confidence moving forward in this competition. There's his scorecard, 2 misses. And then cleared the 2 heights, 220 and 225 on that second round. Fazzinotti needs this to remain in the competition. One of 2 athletes in this competition, coached by Alex Stewart, the Australian. Had a couple of issues with Tamberi, the national championship last year. But they are both out here representing Italy. Oh, no. And it's not to be for Fazzinotti, representing Italy in his first World Championship final. At the age of 34. He now will take on the role of supportive boyfriend and cheer on Eleanor later in the week for her attempt at defending her title. Doroschuk. He knows he can make this attempt. He PB'd in qualifying with 228. Better attempt in his second round. Oh. Frustrating, but the young Ukrainian at the age of 22, he will take a lot from this experience that he can use moving forward throughout his athletic career. And hopefully next year's Olympics and World Champs coming up, over the years he will push higher up on the leaderboard. But he bows out of the competition in 13th position. See there, Fazzinotti, 12th. Protsenko sitting in that 11th position, but he still has a chance to continue on if he can just clear this height. He's got a wonderful CV, does Protsenko. Including when many would have written him off in terms of being up with the world's best, and last year he produced that bronze medal. Yes! That's more like the Protsenko we know. Whew! Sigh of relief. Two Ukrainians in the final. We just lost Doroschuk. We didn't want to lose another one. Much better attempt, Protsenko. And that's the difference you will find between him and his fellow countryman, Doroschuk. He's got that little bit more experience at the age of 35 and having performed on the global stage in finals many, many times before. He knows what it feels like to be put under pressure. He would have had rituals on what to do between that second and third round attempt. That experience showed then. Bar being moved to 229. Still 10 competitors remain in this final. We've only lost the 3. Such is the quality of this field. Kabershki looking on, staying relaxed. Tamberi focusing. Japanese athlete Nakamatsu practicing those cues. chance for the crowd to relax while the height gets put up. Crowds have been absolutely brilliant here in the Hungarian National Centre for track and field. They're vocal, they understand the sport. They're invested in the athletes' journeys when they're out there competing. They ride the highs and lows with them. Here, it's Ryoichi Kamutsu. First miss. Akamatsu of Japan. The 29-year-old. This is getting close to his personal best from this year, the 2:30. Magical mark. Let's see if Bashim can get this opening clearance to move him up the leaderboard. There's that tattoo of the flying symbol. Defies gravity. Oh, the height that Bashim gets is just incredible. Absolutely incredible. He said in the mix zone that he's done everything. He wants that world record. Gave us a bit of a scare at his opening round height. That's the Bashim we're used to. Wink to his team. He knows that's more like it. Just an incredible, incredible athlete. So often in his social media, hashtags walk gravity. And I think from watching from that attempt, he certainly does defy it, doesn't he? He says that he's a high jump artist. And his performance in Oregon, where he won the World Championships last year, was one of his masterpieces. Well, Bashim with that opening round height. Opening clearance. First round attempt at 2:29. Moves himself up the leaderboard to #1. He's actually gone over the barrier to speak to his coach so that he can have a look at that attempt. He'll get some great confidence, I think, from looking at that. Javon Harrison would have seen that attempt and he will realise that, okay, Bashim's brought his A game. Did he just yawn? I think he did. He's not tired. You can tell he's nice and relaxed, which is good. His fellow countryman from the USA, McEwen, with his interesting, looks like he's almost about to do a dance party move. He's fast on the runway, which he needs to be. Doesn't have the same explosive power off the ground that Bashim does. So he has to rely on other technical aspects of the jump, on using that speed on the runway. Leaned in just a little bit. The bar on the way up. Brandon Stark of Australia. You know, his training partner, Fazanotti, is out. So he's got his coach to himself. His brother, Mitch, is a cricketer for Australia. He's the fast bowler. Took part in the recent Ashes series against Australia and England, where the Australian team took home the dashes. Ooh. Stark's first miss. Has a wonderful CV. He's an Olympic finalist, twice round, two-time World Championship finalist. He was 6th in Doha in 2019. Gold medalist from the Commonwealth Games in 2018, silver last year. He missed last year's World Champs with injury, but was able to get it right for those Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, where he took the silver. Poche. His coach, Sebastian. Such a journey that these athletes go on with their coaches. On the training track, around the circuit, and then here at the major championships. Oh, Poche's over. Just tickles the bar on the way over. But he gets such wonderful spring and height. Last step speed we can see there. Watch him coming in here. Nice high knees. Takes off a good distance from the bar. You can see he gets wonderful height. Trying to get that optimal height point over the bar, so everybody's takeoff foot is in a different place. Here's Javon. Harrison. Oh! He's over. This competition's definitely heating up. He looks so relaxed as Harrison. He has moved himself clear on that leaderboard. Has not had a miss yet. He was 5th in the long jump final in the Olympics and 7th in the high jump. He's focusing just on that high jump, which looks like it's working for him out here. He was 9th in the World Champs last year, so he's going better than that. Oh, it was a great attempt by Kabelski, and he knows it. He's frustrated. So close. If he can clear this, it'll be a personal best. He equaled his PB in qualifying, and that was a great attempt, and he knows it. It's Tamberry, his first attempt at 2:29. Jumped sparingly in 2023, won the European Teams Championship with 2:29, the height that he's trying to clear now in June, which was his first comp for the year. Oh, lovely jump. That's more like the Tamberry of old, and he knows. Look at him. Yes. The Italians in the crowd are happy too. Basketball, he loves his basketball. Absolutely watches the NBA religiously. He's got the basketball on his shoes with the Italian flag. Married last year in September. His wife, Chiara Bontempi, will be in the crowd. The pictures from the wedding, beautiful, picturesque. Italy. It's okay, he shaved for the wedding. Here he is. A smiling jumper. Nice. Woo. 3 attempts. taken so far in this competition, and he's cleared them all. It's wonderful Coach Kim. Trying not to get too excited, but he knows that the competition has started in the exact right fashion for his charge. The videos of him in the ice bath are very, very funny. Takes those ice baths for recovery, but he gets into them right up to his neck. It's very cold. He does not like them. It's one part of high jump, I think, that stops him smiling. Protsenko of Ukraine, again having problems at that first attempt of 2:29. He's certainly making it hard for himself so far in this men's high jump final. Let's not forget, the bar is already up at 2:29. And we still have so many competitors left in the competition. Cuban athlete Luis Zayas was the world under-20 champion in 2016, the first Cuban to do so since Javier Sotomayor in 1986, who went on to become the world record holder. Still is. Oh, that was so close. So close. Just getting annoyed at his right leg, just saying, get up. Just brushed that bar, but it was a fabulous attempt. He got good height. Trying to take that visual cue from his coach. Meanwhile, Bashim just staying calm, concentrating on the job ahead of him. That steely resolve. He wants more than just a fourth title. He wants an incredibly high height to go next to the win. Komatsu. This is the height that it took for him to become national champion this year. He has looked fabulous in this competition. The first sign of problems is at this height. His coach, Laoe. The frustration, but trying to still make sure he doesn't show too much. Keeps it positive for Komatsu. Still has one more attempt, so he's still in the competition. Yoo-hoo is cheering on Shelby McEwen, getting the crowd involved. Love his run up. See how fast he pumps those arms. Oh, he's getting good height at the start, just can't get that arch of the back right and flick those legs over. See, straight away, just needs to work on. He knows it's there. Season's best is 2:28, so the bar's higher than he's been so far this season, but that was a good attempt. He's got one more shot to stay in the competition. Brandon Stark of Australia. Hear the come out of Brandon Stark's mouth after that attempt. get quite the phases right. When you get up to these heights, you need to have that run up absolute perfect in the speed, and then to be able to transfer that speed into that vertical takeoff. So you can leave the ground like a rocket heading up to space. Oh, Kabelski, that was a great attempt, and he knows it. Polish athlete, the 26-year-old. Oh, fabulous, fabulously close. Heartbreakingly close. It's Coach Lech Rakowiak. Be watching on. Heart in mouth. Andrei Prochenko. Second round attempt. Yeah, that was a better attempt. He was relaxed on the runway. He knows how to stay calm, even under pressure. He's frustrated because he knows that that was a good attempt. It was very close. Cuban athlete Zayas. His third final at a world championship level. Highest finish so far is a 5th from Doha. Oh, lovely. Sachet of those shoulders. He's happy with that. Looks to the skies, says thank you very much. So in his third World Championship final, he's kept the dream alive. With that second round attempt at 2:29. A little bit of a dance. Can take a sigh of relief. Now we go to the athletes who are attempting their final round attempts at this height. Akamatsu. Visualizing himself clearing this height. He's looked so great through qualifying, so great through the early round heights here. This is his first time under pressure, and he just isn't quite getting it right. And his coach, Ryohi, looking just a little bit disappointed, because you could tell there Akamatsu's got more to give. He is a star. He can jump higher than that. He has cleared 230 this year, so his coach and Akamatsu a little bit disappointed, but still, World Championship final. And he is currently in 7th position. Shelby McEwen, or should we say Shelby did great. One more attempt. You want to see if he can replicate his World Championships final last year in front of a home crowd, where he finished 5th. Just taking a pause here. Men's semi-finals of the 400 meters are about to get underway as we see Zayas, Cuban athlete, taking a breath. Contrast in demeanors from the Cuban who's just cleared to Protsenko, who has the nervous sigh as he knows he's going to be fighting for his place in this final shortly. Just like Shelby McEwen is here. Shelby currently in 9th position. Crowd is very noisy. Short run up, so he has to use big strong arms to get him going. The first few steps.
Oh, and he's over! And he's pumped about it too, as he should be. He lives to fight another day. He's still in the contest.
See that interesting ritual he has before he takes off. Now watch the first few steps. They're super fast to get him going. He has his head down like he's driving like a sprinter, but then he looks up, focuses on that bar, has the high knee lift. What a wonderful attempt. You can see by that graphic he had good vertical speed. Brendan Stark, oh! That was such a good attempt. He's disappointed. He finishes yet another global championship final. You can sense he had more to give. That was such a good attempt. Just brushed that bar. You can see his first reaction was of joy because he knew, well, he thought that he had cleared that bar. Fortunately, it's not to be for Brandon Stark. He's down in 8th position alongside Komatsu of Japan currently. Kabelski of Poland can move them out of that top 8 position if he can get a clearance on his final round here at 2:29. Has a baby girl that he's called Blanka, which you've got to think has got to be a nod to the great Croatian high jump champion Blanka Blazic. Up. Oh, good height. Similar attempt to Brandon. He got the height to get over. Just couldn't quit that last phase of the jump right. He's disappointed. The Poland athlete Kabelski. He finishes in 10th position. He was attempting a personal best there, but that was another great attempt. The missed opportunity. No doubt his partner Agata and him will take great joy in spending time with their daughter Blanka now that the competition's finished. Let's see. Final attempt for Protsenko. He's put himself under pressure at 2:25. He's done it again here. He looks so relaxed. That experience is really important in a high jump competition. And here he goes. Oh, no, that was the worst of his attempts. Well, he didn't hurt himself. That was good. Totally misjudged the jump and the disappointment roll. And he's okay. Andrei Potchenko just totally messing up there. There's a little bit of an embarrassed chuckle to himself. He'll be more disappointed with the fact that he's out of the competition. So we've lost the World Championship bronze medalist from last year. Didn't quite get into this contest. So he'll join Nakamatsu and Fasanotti to watch on and see this competition play out with the athletes still remaining. Well, they're not mucking around here in this high jump competition. So from 229, the bar is being moved up to 233. The athletes can clear 233 on that first attempt. It will put them in a good position moving forward. So far, Wu, the Korean, is in the best position with Javon Harrison. They have not missed an attempt so far. Bashim is going to be the first athlete to attempt 233 here. He's sitting in the bronze medal position, but he's not going to be happy with that bronze. However, if he does win the bronze medal, it will mean that he has the complete medal set from World Championship level. I still think he'll want that gold, though. And if he wins, it'll be a record 5 medals for Bashim. That last attempt was anything to go by. Bashim is certainly finding his feet, or as he does with his gesture of wings, finding his wings in this competition. Bashim is an absolute superstar in Qatar. He's been on the cover of Vogue Man, the Arabic edition. You know, you've made it when you're on the cover of Vogue. He transcends track and field. Back home, it's not just about his endeavors in the arena. He's a wanted man outside of the track as well. They haven't mucked around getting to these higher heights. 233. This is where the competition will start to get very interesting. 7 athletes still remain in this comp. See there, 3 athletes in the bronze medal position, 2 in the gold. It's a very congested podium at the moment. Mutaz Essa Bashim, 32-year-old, taking his first attempt at 233.
Oh, and he's over on the first attempt. Fist pump from the coach. Coach Stanley happy with that. Bashim knows that the whole of Qatar will be watching on back home, expecting almost him to win this competition. There's a lot of pressure on him, but he seems to thrive under that pressure. That was a great jump, and he has put himself back into that gold medal position. Here we go, Shelby McEwen. Telling himself he's got this. Rushed it a little bit.
See, dove into the bar, leaned into the bar, rather than had that vertical power from that final step that comes from that final step. See, he's pointing upwards. He knows he needs just a little bit more drive up for attempting to clear the bar. Pochi, German athlete, coach Sebastian filming. Got a close relationship, these two. Coach athlete, travel the circuit together. Absolutely heap of faith in his coach and the instructions he gives him. He's going to need some instructions after that attempt. You can tell from his clearances at earlier heights that he's got this height well within his capabilities. He has cleared 234 personal best this year at the Diamond League, Silesia. Clean scorecard so far for Javon Harrison, the US national champion. He was the first American since Jim Thorpe in 1912 to compete in both the long jump and the high jump at the Olympics. Not many attempt that double because it's quite different phases to work on. Oh! And he is clear. Well, he is putting pressure on Bashim. Mother Georgia ran track at Alabama. She's in the Hall of Fame there. His fans are going nuts. They've got him plastered on their t-shirts. Tamberi. And it's lovely, Javon Harrison chatting to McEwen. Helping each other in this competition. Great teammates on the track and off the track. Here's Tamberi. Sitting in fourth and he's desperate for that medal. Up, up, yes! And the Italians rejoice in the crowd. That's his strength and conditioning coach, Mikel Poloni. His mum and Dad Marco used to coach him. His coach, Giulio Ciotti. All of them are up. His wife, Chiara, has got a big team of support in that crowd. And that moves him up into that silver medal positions. Here's Wu, clean scorecard so far. What can he do? First round attempt, 233. Oh! And he's still smiling. I don't think I've seen a calmer coach. Coach Kim. Still sitting there nice and relaxed. Well, Woo Sang-yuk still has that smile on his face, enjoying himself out there, but we'll know he has now put some pressure on himself because he's out of the medal positions. He's going to have to jump super high to get himself back up there. In fact, he'll have to jump a personal best. The bar goes to 2:36. It's an incredible competition. We already have 3 clear at 2:33. Look at Wu. McEwen. Slight grimace. Both athletes have missed their first attempts from 2:33. In contrast, we've got Tamberi, who has pushed himself up into a medal position with that clearance first round at 2:33. Javon Harrison in the box seat here in this men's World Championship high jump final. Brandon Stark, the Australian, disappointment written across his face. Zayas, Cuba, taking his first round attempt. He's having to wait for those 400 meters to go past. There's a lot of action on the track this evening. It's a fabulous thing about track and field. There's always something going on in the stadium. Here they are. The Cuban team are having an absolute ball. Triple jump medalists Martinez and Napoles here to support Zayas. Oh, and he's over! Huh? He's over! And Tamberi's wrap for Zayas as well. Cubans have said, oh, you can see him talking there. Sotomayor, the world record holder in the black t-shirt. Wow, he looks happy. So he should be. Cubans have had a fantastic championship so far. Wow. Zayas, 2:33. That's an outdoor personal best. Equal personal best indoors. Now, Shelby McEwen. Can he remain in this competition? Just not quite getting that height. And that final step really needs that vertical ping to leave the ground. That force going up first. Final step in the high jump, being further out in front of you. It's a tricky movement. Pochi of Germany taking his second round attempt. He's an athlete that has shown in earlier round attempts that he's got great height when he gets it right. Knows that he can clear this height at his best. 2:33. Coach Sebastian very happy. Keeps his face nice and relaxed, but shows enough emotion to give the fist pump in the air. Pochi bringing it back. We now have five athletes clear at 2:33. This is an incredible high jump competition. Pochi is clear at 2:33, but he's still off the podium. He's in 5th, which means athletes now have to start thinking about missing attempts, 3rd round attempts, and going up and risking it all. Now McEwen is going to miss taking his 3rd round attempt. He's going to risk it all on one attempt at 2:36. Wu, who had 2 more attempts at 2:33, he's also going to do the same because he's sitting outside of the medals in 6th, if you can believe it. Wu was having a great competition till the bar went up to 2:33. He had cleared everything, and then that one miss because the competition is so tight. He is now having to not take that 2nd attempt. He's going straight to 2:36, a height. But he is cleared indoors, but not outdoors. He is in new territory here, Wu. The smiling jumper. So the bar moves up to 2:36. And we have 7 athletes still, would you believe, in this competition. Last year's World Championships, the bronze medal, 2:33 was enough for it to be won. All right, this will help Bashim's quest of wanting that world record. We saw that Sotomayor, the holder of that world record, is in the crowd. Bashim, his heir apparent, now taking his 1st attempt at 2:36. Oh! Take another look. The scoreboard at that didn't get that wonderful height and back arch. Signature back arch that Bashim delivers at his best. McEwen, who's risked it all here. See those 2 misses at 2:33, so that means he needs to get this 2:36, a height that he has never cleared in his life. So he is after a big personal best. This will be a 3-centimeter personal best for McEwen if he was able to do it. Crowd's certainly getting involved in this competition. They know that they are witnessing something very special. Harrison cheering on his teammate. McEwen with silver in those US champs behind him. Yeah, a bit too much of an ask for McEwen, but he knows that he's had a great final here at the World Championships. He is going to finish with a 2:29. It was a brilliant backflip, and he ends his World Championship campaign sitting in 7th position. Reflecting on how the competition went for him. German Pochi. He cleared on his 2nd attempt at 2:33, so he is now taking his 1st round attempt at 2:36. German national champion, the 3rd year in a row, is not happy with that attempt. It's just when he hits that runner and gets the takeoff perfectly, he looks like a totally different athlete to when he gets it wrong. See, that was such an awkward attempt. did not get those phases that are required through the jump right at all. The athlete who is having the best competition so far here in Budapest. It is so noisy in the stadium. He has to focus, block it all out. Javon Harrison, the 24-year-old. He has cleared every height en route to this first attempt at 2:36. The world record holder in the bottom right of your screen there, Sotomayor, clapping on the youngster from USA. This is a big moment in his young career. Oh! Fabulous attempt by Javon Harrison. Has great athleticism on that runway. He's fast. We spoke about how he has to change the way his foot placement is in the two events that he does at a world-class level, the long jump and the high jump. That angle of that final foot for the high jump just further in front of him, so he has to control that beautiful speed he has. Such an athletic athlete, has that ability to transfer across events, and that was a fabulous first round attempt. He unfortunately missed. Tamberi, he wants this. He said, I want her with all my heart, referring to that medal. What can he do here in this opening round? Look at the fans he has in the crowd. The popular Italian. Yes! Yes! It means so much to him, but not just him. His team that he's assembled around him, he knows he has to be calm because he has to refocus. That is a world-leading performance, an equal world-leading performance with Bashim, who has missed his first round attempt at this height. Clearing it really puts him in the driver's seat on this first round attempt. He has a massive crew of support here with him. Shows them the guns. What a story it would be if he could win his first medal, not only his first World Championship medal, but if it could be the colour of gold. Now Wu, he's under a bit of pressure here, missed that first round attempt at 2:33 after having such a great time so far through the round. Height clearances, clearing everything on the first attempt, but missed 2:33, so he's now under pressure. Second attempt. So it was his first attempt at 2:36, but he has two crosses, so he only has one more chance now. So fascinating in the high jump, how quickly the leaderboard can just turn. At 2:29, Wu was sitting in the driver's seat, looking fantastic. Brandon Stark of Australia, who's out of the competition, sitting talking with his great mate Tamberi. Such a good team player, Stark, to be able to sit there, even though he'd be disappointed, but to make sure that he's also staying out there to support not only his competitors, but his friends. Cuban Zayas. First attempt at 2:36. Well, not bad. Who knows, it was a pretty good first round attempt. This would be a 3-centimeter personal best. Indoor and out. The animation. coach Barro, Diaz, Castro. Okay, Bashim is under pressure. He knows his great mate has sailed clear at 2:36 on the first time attempt. No, he's not getting that run up right at all. He's slowing down about 3 or 4 steps. He's tentative. It's different Bashim than we've seen before. When he attacks that run up, just not quite getting it right. He has been in this position before this year. In the Diamond League circuit in Poland. He had 2 missed attempts at 2:34 and moved the bar to 2:36 and got it on his first attempt, even under the pressure of two crosses on the score sheet, knowing he needed to get it. So he's put himself into pressure. Again, that will be a shock if he can't get over 2:36, but it's now Pochi's turn, the German athlete, for his second round attempt. Now this height is certainly sorting out a few athletes. It's no surprise, 2:36. It's a world-class jump. Berry just trying to remain calm. The emotion inside of him would be really pulsating through his body because he knows that he is so close to that World Championship medal that has eluded him for so many years, so many attempts. Trying to stay calm. Javon Harrison. Second round attempt here. He had a fabulous first round attempt. He wants a global medal. And he is now also cleared the world leading height of 2:36. He's in second though because it took him 2 attempts to clear 2:36. But that definitely does put him in a good position for a medal here at the World Championships. The 24-year-old American majored in sports administration at LSU. So super talented in both the long jump and the high jump, focusing solely on the high jump here. And putting all those eggs in the one basket seems to have paid off. Here's Wu. Nerve-wracking attempt here. He needs this one to stay alive in the competition. Oh, that was a better attempt, a much better attempt. His coach smiles. He knows that that was a good try, good clap, because the Koreans love Woo Sang-yuk. He's such a wonderful person on and off the track. He has more in him. His goal will be to medal at the Olympics. He was just off the Olympic podium in Tokyo, where he finished 4th. He won the silver last year in the World Championships with a 2:35, so he's around that mark. That was a fabulous attempt, 2:36. But he will want to get an Olympic medal in the high jump for Korea. And this is a high-quality final. So for Wu to be in 6th, still a great effort. Zayas, the athlete sitting in 4th position, needs this.
to push him up the leaderboard. It's his second attempt. Oh, not quite as good. He is in rare territory for him. He's trying to get over a height that he hasn't cleared before in his career. The 26-year-old Cuban. So not only after a World Championship medal, he's also after a personal best. Sits in fourth. There's the two athletes that have cleared this height so far. The 236, sitting in the gold medal position so far, is the Italian Tamberi. Silver, the American youngster, Siobhan Harrison. And now this is something we didn't expect to see in this competition. Mutaz Bashim is under a lot of pressure. He has two missed attempts so far at 236. He has the Qatarians on his shoulder. He has won the last 3 World Championships. And he needs this to keep his dreams of a 4th gold medal, a 4th consecutive gold medal in the World Championships alive. Still hot out there. Tamberi trying to stay cool. The athlete that he shared that Olympic gold medal with needs this to stay alive in the competition. Oh no! He is human. And he is a great sport, because even though inside he will be devastated and disappointed, he acknowledges the crowd support and he acknowledges his fellow competitors in the right spirit. Bashim sits now in the bronze medal position. However, it's not definitely his yet. Cuban Zayas still has one more attempt, as does the German athlete, Pochi. Athletes Tamberi and Bashim, so super close. They share the highs and lows of the sport together. Bashim, fabulous athlete. His name is always going to be in the history books. Pochi, unfortunately, bows out of the competition also. In 5th position, his best jump was 2:33. Which is very close to that personal best that he set earlier this year of 2:34. So him and coach Sebastian will be very happy with his effort here in the World Championship final. So close to that medal, yet so far. At the moment, it looks like he will clear the same height as Bashim, but will fail to be on the podium as a result of a count back. One more jumper to go. If he misses here, the medals are decided. Just not the color of the gold and silver. Zayas, the Cuban. Can he get the crowd involved? Can he draw on their energy to help him get over a height that he has never cleared in his life? The 26-year-old. 3-time World Championship finalist now. World record holder Sotomayor will be giving him some of his. Oh! achieves it too. I was just saying that Sotomayor would have been giving him some of his height genes that he had that took him to that world record. Some of the powers in his legs when he competed wasn't quite to be for Zayas, but it has been an unbelievable final for him. And that was a super close attempt. He nearly got that apart from the leg flick at the end, but he had the height. Zayas is going to finish this competition. In fourth position. So you can see there, 2:33 was enough again to win that bronze medal. And it was won on a count back because of Bashim's earlier round clearances at 2:29 on the first attempt. Okay, here's Tamberi's attempt at 2:36. It was a wonderful, wonderful attempt. Tamberi's season's best was 2:34 before this. Javon Harrison on his second attempt at 2:36 sailed clear. And now we know who the two athletes are that are going to be getting the gold and silver medals. Just don't know where they're headed. Tamberi, who missed out on winning a medal in so many attempts here at World Championships. This is his 5th attempt to medal at a World Champs, and he's definitely achieved that goal. Now he has to reassess and try and see if he can work away with the gold medal. Bashim now has the full collection of World Champs medals, gold, silver and a bronze. Javon Harrison, first athlete to take an attempt. Can he put pressure on Tamberi by clearing 2:38 on the first attempt? To take a look at the scoreboard, have a look at that, because he knows he didn't get that one right. Hit it on the way up. So his highest point that he's after wasn't in the right position. Hits the bar on the way up, so he's going to have to make a few adjustments. It's tough though for Javon Harrison. He is in uncharted territory with the bar being up at 2:38. He's never cleared this height before. 24-year-old from America. Well, Gianmarco Tamberi is having a bit of fun now because he knows that he's achieved his first goal. He has finally won a World Championship medal. In the outdoors, the man who's known as the half shave, the crazy man. Loving life out there. There's his wife, Kiara, who he married at the end of last year. Vaughan getting involved. Not to be for Tamberi. He has cleared these height before. He has a personal best of 2:39. But 2:38 is certainly up there. It's going to take a mammoth effort by one of these athletes to get over this height. The championship record was set
way back in 2013, 10 years ago, by Bohdan Bondarenko. It's 241, so they're not quite at that height yet. But on the all-time performance list at the World Championships, there's only been 2 performances above this height. Sotomayor was one when he won at 240. And then there's a congested leaderboard at 238 for medals. And that's the height we're at now. Yoo-hoo in the background, getting the crowd involved. That weird double arm action, a few steps in. This is a big ask for Javon Harrison. He's not quite getting it right here on takeoff. He's leaning in, so he's hitting the bar. On the way up, you need to get that high point at exactly that right margin so that you can then attempt to clear it and get the arch to the back and the leg flick, but he's not quite getting that takeoff right. He's being asked to stay there as the athletes in the 3,000 metre steeplechase go past. There's only been in the history of world champs a few athletes who have won a medal by clearing 238. So you would think that if one of these athletes could clear this height, they will put themselves in that driver's seat for that gold medal. Can Tamberi be that athlete? Oh no. He's angry at that attempt. It's that psychological barrier. But when you move that bar up, you start questioning whether you can do it. So at 236, Tamberi looks fantastic. He's just not quite got that one right. He's nearly knocked the uprights over. He put so much power into the bar. Not happy, but he still sits in the gold medal position. So in 2013, there were 3 athletes in that final over 238. In 1987 World Championships, there were 2 athletes equal on 238. So it's not an easy height to clear. The history of the World Championships say that. We're up to our final round attempt here. At the moment, both athletes miss, the gold medal will be going to Tamberi on a countback, and Harrison will win his first World Championship medal also. Harrison was 9th last year in the World Championships with a 227, so he has improved on that. He didn't make the long jump team this year, so it's allowed him to focus on the high jump here. Whoa. He definitely got that one a little bit better, but now the emotion is on Tamberi's face because he knows that with that miss, he becomes the new world champion in the high jump.
is your silver medalist, Javon Harrison, the 24-year-old from the US. And I think Tamberi knows that Harrison has a big future in this event. He is only 24 years of age and he's just getting started, unlike Tamberi at the age of 31, who's at the back end of a wonderful athletics career. He's been chasing this medal for 8 years. Missed it in 2015, missed it in 2017, missed it in 2019, missed it again last year when he finished 4th. Heartbreakingly close to a medal. And now he is telling them he's not done yet. He wants that bar moved to 240, a ginormous monster effort. If he's able to get it, it will be a personal best. The Italians in the crowd are rejoicing. He's from a family of high jumpers. His father, Marco, was also an Italian high jumper. He has a new coaching team just to freshen it up that he had leading into the World Champs. He kisses his wife. He celebrates with his team and his mates. I tell you, I think that's where the party is going to be at tonight. Javon Harrison, spoken about how his mum is a Hall of Famer, Alabama A&M. He's got track and field running through his genes. Well, the competition's not over yet. Even though Tamberi is celebrating, he has put the bar up to a massive 240. You can't see him, but he is in there, surrounded by all the photographers trying to get that shot to plaster around the world. The man they call Half Shave for his unique tradition of, in the qualifying, having the full beard and then in the final going with the half beard. I don't actually quite know how he's going to calm himself down to even take this attempt. You know, he has been in the shadows of Bashim for a little while, because even though they shared that gold medal, Bashim has gone on and won all the titles around it throughout his career. Oh, Bashim's little baby. It's gorgeous. Emotions. But Tamberi, with this global title, I think he will be able to say during his time as a high jumper, he was an equal. His journey has certainly not been easy. 2016 in Monaco, when he had jumped so high, that national record of 239, he was trying to clear even higher, 241, and he hurt his ankle in an excruciatingly painful way. And that meant that his Olympic hopes were dashed, and so he then had to wait not just 4 years, 5 years. At the moment, Tamberi can't take his attempt because Bashim's child is on the mat having a great time out here. Are we seeing the future of high jumping? Hey! Kind of get a feeling that he's been there before.
Don't you love kids? That look of, what am I doing here? And who are you? Well, I'm pretty sure growing up, he'll definitely know this man very, very well, because him and his father are etched in his history. Their stories intertwined. And there it is, the medal that is now his, the gold. There he is, trying to get the wave going. Yeah. Okay, Javon Harrison draped in the USA flag. He's already celebrating. Tamberi, not quite sure. Is he even going to take this attempt? Let's see. Here he goes. All right. Not quite sure how this is going to turn out. He's certainly used a lot of energy in his celebration so far. The bar is at 240. It'll be a personal best if he can clear it. Oi! And in typical Tamberi fashion, he shocks us. He jumps under the bar and goes straight into his victory lap. It was all too much. Not to matter. He's got the Italian flag. And he's got that elusive World Championship medal that he's been chasing for 8 years. This one means a lot to him, as Bashim adds to his collection. Well, he tries to at least. He wants it now, he doesn't want to wait. He has 3 golds already from World Champs. He has a silver, now he has a bronze, but it's all about this man. Gianmarco Tamberi. The Italians rejoice here in the stadium in Budapest, and they will be rejoicing in the streets of Italy back home. I tell you, this party's going to be a wild one this evening. His whole team is out here. And there's Javon Harrison. Nice to see him with a smile on his face. He's a great competitor. You can see he really wanted that gold medal. He had a fabulous competition. He came out and he was on it from the word go. He cleared at 225, 229, 233, and it was just that one first round failure at 236 that was the difference between that gold and silver medal. And now Tamberi is with Bashim's team, and he's getting wonderful hugs from them. Isn't it beautiful? You can't fake that. There's genuine connection between the Qatarians and the Italians. The members of the team are proud of Tamberi. The fact is that if their man, Bashim, couldn't get it, they're really happy for Tamberi. And he's off. He's getting chased by Ewan Thomas, 400-meter star of the past, who's going to do an interview with him for the in-stadium. Javon Harrison and Bashim. The 3 that before this competition you thought that were in with the best chance of medaling, along with perhaps Wu of Korea. There it is, that gold medal that he has said He wanted her with all his heart. The only medal he's missed. The one with the cross beside before this night. He said he dreams, he fights, uses grit, don't delay, believe all the time. And it's that determination and self-belief through injuries and hardships that after 4 previous attempts have got him to the top of the podium with that elusive World Championship medal. Doesn't it mean a lot to him? There's his wife, Chiara Bontempi. Married in September last year. She is pumped for her husband. Sigh of relief. The nerves would have been just as great for her as they were for him leading into the competition. So hard being the partner out of control. You saw Eleanor Patterson watching her partner, Fazzinotti. But Chiara now knows that her husband will be bringing home that gold medal for their trophy cabinet. And his high jumping career, when he retires, he will know that he's done it all. Olympic gold medalist, and now champion of the world. Mutaz Bashim. Glad he didn't hurt his lower back then. These two fantastic competitors. Fantastic mates. A moment to saviour. Oh dear, what is he going to do here? Oh, Tamberry, he's going to do something. It is hot tonight. Elva Carly, the steeplechase medalist. Kibawat. What are they going to do? Here we go. Takes that guard off that ankle. Oh dear. So Kibawat and Elva Carly, the medalists from the 3,000 metre steeplechase. Elva Carly's saying, let's do a photo in the water together. I love it. It's the beauty of track and field. A global championships, you've got the Italian celebrating his victory. The Kenyan Kibawat. And the Moroccan Elba Carly. Elba Carly ended with the gold in that 3,000 steeplechase. Kibawat, the bronze. Back to the high jump though. It's now sopping wet.
Just a casual dip in the steeplechase water, as you do. Now he's going to finish that victory lap and head through the mix zone. Absolutely drenched. Luckily the medals aren't being performed here this evening. They will be done outside the stadium before the evening session tomorrow night, so that the athletes can be seen by the fans of the sport and mingle with them, sign autographs. It's a wonderful initiative here in Budapest. The crowd and the fans of the sport have really enjoyed that part of the championships. I tell you, it's going to be a pretty emotional podium tomorrow evening. He might have his sunglasses, I think, on Tamberi. I don't think there'll be much sleep had after this. Half shave in the middle. The youngster Javon Harrison standing next to athletes he would have watched through his college career and wanted to emulate, and now he has split them on the podium. And there he goes, back to his wife. Javon Harrison heading up the stairs to the mix zone. Oh, the passionate Italians. He gives his wife the medal. What do they say? Behind every great man, a great woman. So I'm sure Chiara has earned that medal. Okay, here's Tamberi clearing 2:36. I think he knew once he got over that height, he was in the box seat and the bar was going to go up very high. It was going to be tough for Harrison, who would have had to jump a 2-centimetre PB if he was going to take that gold medal off Tamberi. It's been a wonderful high jump competition here in Budapest. And as day 4 comes to a close, here's the final leaderboard of the men's high jump.